This might be the wildest story of survival I've ever heard in a disaster of any kind. On June 29th, 1995, the Sampoong Department Store in Seoul, South Korea collapsed at about 5:50 p.m. after its owners ignored basically every sign that has ever existed of a building collapse that was imminent. Trapped inside the rubble of the basement were 1,500 people, including Park Sung-hyun, who sold children's clothes in the basement of the department store prior to the collapse. Now, aside from a 5-story building falling on top of them, survivors faced several challenges in the aftermath of this disaster. Number one is several fires broke out in the building after the collapse, and firefighters used water to put them out. Unfortunately, for those trapped in the basement, this water could build up and drown them. On top of that, it rains a lot in South Korea, so there was additional flooding in the area that also drowned several survivors in the collapse who died officially from drowning and not the actual collapse itself. On top of that, rescue workers switched from rescue to recovery after 4 days and began using heavy equipment to get into the actual building itself to remove bodies for fears that they would start to decompose and there would be disease issues. But fortunately for Park, the rainwater and the firefighters putting out the fires was her savior, because she spent 17 days trapped underneath the rubble and was pulled out finally with only a scratch on her leg and some malnourishment. In total, only 27 people were pulled out of the collapse alive, 24 of them in the same room in the basement that managed to stay intact, and then 3 others that were rescued at 9 days, 12 days, and then Park, who was rescued at 17 days.